Alright, so this is part 3 of the pipe. Everything's connected. We've had pressure for about an hour now, making sure that there's no leaks. This is our union junction, going with the 1/2 inch galvanized. Eventually, later on, you take that puppy, go underneath the house, replace all that with copper, and bang! You got copper to tap into. You got just a little bit of an reducer joint, or as I'm using it in this case, an expansion joint because of the flow of water. So you can cut that off, and then just add that 3/4, and you got a nice line. So from that point, 3/4 going down, clears the little pathway, going all the way across, behind the bush, underground. This is about between 6 and 8 inches, depending on what was able to give way. This first little union joint coupler, going on, giving way, going underneath. Second coupler, so now we're at the 20-foot mark. And bang! There we go, 4-inch pipe that I installed. It's ABS, 4-inch underneath the sidewalk to get to the other side. So now, got a lot of room for potential expansion, pulling other hoses through, pulling wires through, whatever. I wonder if I can see through the other side. Can I see through the other side? Oh, I can see through the other side. That is so freaking awesome. Anyway, so, wait, hold on. Let me say this in my southern country voice. Got a hole underneath the sidewalk, got a big old hole underneath the sidewalk. Could probably use that to put all kinds of things in. You can put all kinds of things in it. It's a big old hole. Anyway, enough of playing that. Anyway, so going through, I did have a root coming underneath, but I cut that out of the way. So the root ends, I cut it here and here so that I can make my 3/4 basically come from underneath the sidewalk, go over, up the wall, and everything like that. As you see, all joints good. All joints good. Also, I had a little issue with the PVC sprinkler pipe. As I was pushing this baby underneath, that PVC pipe wanted to go around this way, so broke it, but that's okay. So I did not put it into the pipe. I let it stay alongside because, you know, it was already there, so why not? So that's been repaired now. Anyway, going up brackets, copper brackets of course, to mount it against the wall so it can hold its position. And that's now going back along the side of the garage, going across that wall, next joint, bracket, bang, hitting that 90-degree turn, elbow. Not too bad, a little bit of breathing room in there. Could have been tighter, but you know, it's okay. That's what she said. Anyway, going behind the drain pipe along the back behind it, we're at the wash house now. Had some scrap pieces, and since this was at the end of a 10-foot run, decided to use the scrap pieces, and since I bought a bag of couplers, well, didn't use too many as I thought I would, so why not use some more? So got a couple of there, yeah, a little bit excessive, but who cares. Saved about 20 bucks using the scrap pieces. So there. Reason why it saved 20 bucks, because one extra 10-foot piece that I had, didn't need it anymore. So anyway, this is the next corner. Going along back to the wash house. Going along back to the wash house. And on back to the wash house. Bracket. Weird thing, by the way. This wall, I think, is just all stucco. So screws doesn't want to stay in there, keeps backing out, so I might push that in later and use some kind of backing plate bracket, you know, the screw that kind of butterflies out, and then that way it kind of sucks it in there, or use the one with the plastic bushings that go in and then thread it. So anyway, continuing on, going up, T, double T, 3/4 inch end cap, possible extension. Why? Because we're so close to the sidewalk now, going along back here, goes along to the backyard, that for potential expansion. Sure, why not? End cap, you can pop that baby off, or should I say cut it off, add another piece, going across, go in the ground, go in, you know, build a little shed or something like that, put a water fountain in the back, whatever. So while I was at it, that faucet right there doesn't work. Don't know why. I did find a pipe over here when I was digging the dirt trying to look for the pipe trail. That pipe seems to be cutting a little U-turn and then just goes nowhere. It's very possible that that pipe continued under and around and went to that faucet. One of the first things I was thinking is where it originally came up was actually a T instead of an elbow, and it tapped off and went over that way. But as you see, that's an elbow, which means it didn't. So fine, went up. Anyway, so 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch teeing off. Bang, going inside. A little bit of a gap. I decided to replace all that galvanized all the way up to the sink line. It's a little better. Does not push in, so there's a little bit of space there, but really not that big of a deal. You want a little bit of breathing room. That's what I like to say. So this pipe sealed. Just double checking it here. Yes, pipe sealed. Like I said, pressurized for the past hour, so we're all good. This is grease from the stuff. And since that one didn't work, continuing where I left off before, I decided, hey, why not tap off of this line and put a faucet there? So now you can connect to it, hose, water the trees, water the yard, I don't know, take a bath. So anyway, ready to go. And let me get out of the way, because as I open that up, bang, you got water. And that's a nice open line of water. Which means theoretically, if we have water here, we got water going up and in there. Guess what? I already tested it. So anyway, closing that off. This is a nice heavy duty no kink 1/2 inch hose bib. I like the heavy duty, because if you don't do heavy duty, then it doesn't last as long. You end up spending more money later. So there we go. So going in from there. Alright. Remember the little thing I dug up before? So that's the replacement of it. I just kind of have the dirt on it right now. I'm going to wet it down, let the sand kind of seep between the cracks of it, compressing it, and then get the dirt piles, fill this back in, and going into the wash house. Dirty sink in the wash house. So hot water is in full effect. That's right. You can turn this on, and that, my friends, is hot water. Oh, so nice. It's kind of cold right now, but here it is, getting warmer, and a little bit warmer. And yeah, hot water. Alright, so with hot water coming from here through here, the only issue that has technically for the washing machine is because it's such a long pipe run under the ground and everything like that, it takes a little while before the water actually gets warm. My recommendation, turn on the hot water here till it gets warm, and then set that puppy on your warm settings for your thing, or your hot settings, and that way you'll have the hottest water possible going in there from the get-go. Anyway, so that one was hot, this one is cold. Bang, ready to go. Rethreaded this puppy, so basically my copper pipe came all the way up to the end of here. That way it's a nice, simple, you see it? Can you see it? Simple replacement. Of course, used a little Teflon in there, backing off it a little bit. Alright, so that completes the job. So, continuing down the sidewalk stretch, before where the original pipe was that broke, was underneath the slab of cement right at the edge, kind of going across there. I had pulled that up, so as you see now, the little part before that I said I was going to settle down. So I'm basically doing the same thing, letting the sand go underneath, sort of like how you would do with cobblestone or whatever like that in the driveway. Let the sand fill it up in between, should be fine. So I'll put a little water over it, let it pack down, put some more sand, pack it down, put some water, let it pack down, get a nice little solid pack feel. So we got some extra right here. And then coming on. So, extra, you can take that back. Extra can of propane, didn't need, my propane was enough, and got a few scrap pieces, some pieces that I cut out, and cover this baby up with the dirt. Should be all good. Going from here, going around. This is the kind blue, as we call it, type L. L for lower than, no, L for underground. It's a little heavy densier. Once it gets to that edge and goes up, then we use the cheaper one, or regular one, which is for above ground. Save a little money. Nice little project. Basically from start to finish, meaning start finding the problem, trying to fix the original problem, not working with the original problem because of galvanized half-inch breaking, because for who knows how many years it's been basically under the ground, and you know, galvanized deteriorates like it does, especially with water and dirt and everything else. Ending up, so if I were to guess it, I guess it's about 2.5 days, because if I would have planned it out the first day after seeing the issue, then deciding how we were going to do it, which we really were thinking up, we're thinking keeping it all above ground and things like that, but this will make it better because it'll make the house look better, keep the resale value nice because the pipe will be buried underground except for the garage. Not too many people care about the garage, you know, garage is for stuff, house is for living. Yeah, I'll go with that for now, it sounds good. Anyway, so yeah, I'm talking this way on purpose. Figure it's kind of funny. Anyway, so that's it. I'm going to cover it up. I don't think there's any need to do a video of it all buried, but I might do a quick one, which if that's the case, then that will be the finale part 4. But that'll just show this thing. So this is how it is now. Alright? Yes. Bye-bye.